Living in a home that we've loved and lived in for a long time is a very special place, but many of us realize at some point that this home does not suit us best anymore, and we begin to contemplate change. In this video, I'm going to be sharing some housing options with you that you may want to consider if you find yourself in this situation, and we're going to do it right now. So this is your first time to the channel and you'd like to stay informed about the current market in the Greater Sacramento area, then please subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications. My name is Carla and I'm with Gold Group Realty, and I would love to have the opportunity to help you find your new home in the suburbs of Sacramento. So please reach out to me. My contact information is in the description below. My advice is to take it slow. There's no need to rush. But you should be thinking about these things years before you're thinking of moving, so that when you are ready, you'll know what you're going to be doing and when. The first option to consider is, do you want to stay in your home? I meet lots of people that say, I just stay here. I love my house. I'm never going to leave. Do you like your city or town that you live in? Do you like the home that you live in? Well, what would it take for you to live there? Do you have a little flower garden you like to tend to, or a vegetable garden? Do you like to mow your own lawn? What would it take to stay there? Do you just need a gardener? Do you need a housekeeper? Do you need a caregiver? Do you need your halls widened or your cabinets lowered? Do you need some handrails put in the hallways or in the bathroom? Do you need a step-in shower or step-in tub? These are some things that you may want to consider if you're thinking of remaining in your home. Another idea is downsizing. Well, downsizing is for people who have too much home for what they need. Some people find themselves in this great big house, a lot of times a 2-story house, with rooms that they're not even using, or full of stuff that they're not even using either. So maybe you need to downsize. And if that thought seems overwhelming to you, then they do have professional organizers that will come out and help you sort through your things and make piles for donations and for throwing things away or for keeping. You might want to give some things away to family members, but whatever it is, they can help you with that. But if moving into a smaller home that's easier to keep clean and a little yard that's easier to tend to is appealing to you, then downsizing may be an option. Upsizing is becoming very popular these days. That's when families sometimes put a mother-in-law's cottage on the property, and grandparents can move in there, or they can move into a separate little quarters of the home where they can stay and they can eat together with the family. They live with the family, but they can go off to their own place if they want some privacy. This can be very beneficial to the family, as grandparents can often pick up the kids from school and take them to school, take them to their soccer practices or their dance classes or their swim lessons. Whatever it may be, it's just nice for the whole family if everybody gets along well. It gives the kids a chance to be around grandparents, unlike me, who was hardly ever around my grandparents. So that can be very beneficial to the family if upsizing is an option. Another option is a senior mobile home park. I know that my aunt and uncle sold their home in the city 2 years ago, and his plan was to always move to a little mountain town, sit on the back porch, watch the squirrels run around the trees, and watch the birds. Well, that didn't happen. Instead, they moved to a rural setting in a senior mobile home park. And he didn't think he would like it, but he actually learned to love it. He says it's like a little community here. He says it's like our own little town. We all look out for each other. We can walk laps around the park, and they know that like one lap is like a half a mile. So it works out really well for exercise. They have a recreation room where they can meet there for luncheons or play pool or cards or whatever they want to do. But they do look out for each other. I know that he helps a person open up her jars once a week that she gets from the store because her arthritis is so bad, and he just feels so good to be right there. Well, he doesn't get to watch the birds in his backyard of his mountain home, but his neighbor has a bird bath, and he enjoys watching the birds in the bird bath from his bedroom window. So it works out for them. His advice is, just shop around. Make sure it feels good, make sure you like the neighborhood, and you get a good feel for it before you choose a senior mobile home park. Another option is a senior living community. So senior living communities are houses. They're individual houses right in the community, but they offer different perks, like you usually pay an HOA fee, and then they'll have a maintenance crew that keeps the upkeep of the grounds and the exterior of your home. They'll make repairs to like the stucco or the roof or things like that. And there's also usually like a recreation hall on the grounds where you can meet other people, play pool. They have a little bistro oftentimes where you can order some food at a reasonable price, have it delivered to your home at sometimes no charge. And a lot of times these communities are gated, so it gives people a sense of security. They have little walking paths that go around so that you can meet the neighbors and become friends, but you're still in your own home. And they can be sold individually as a home, bought and sold. Another option is an assisted living community. Now, assisted living is like living in a big, giant apartment building or hotel. And they usually offer different levels of care. So they have the independent living, and those are for people who just want to have their own apartment. So it is an apartment within the place, and you do pay a monthly fee for that. With that, if you're on the independent level, you have the option to cooking your own little kitchenette, or you can eat in the formal dining hall. Some have very, very nice dining halls that look like you're in a restaurant with a menu, and they'll give you like 3 options or so for every meal. And it just comes with the package. It gives you a chance to socialize and be with other friends, or you can just stay in your room. You can also ask for the food to go and take it back to your room to eat. So that's also an option. And they also have activities every day. They'll have exercise classes. They have physical therapy right on site in many of these facilities. They offer field trips that they go out with a bus, and that takes you out and on tours outside of the area, which is a lot of fun. So this can be an option. They have different levels of care too. So if your health is declining in some way, they can provide some assistance with bathing or getting dressed or walking, assisting walking down to the dining hall or to the different activities. So if that sounds appealing, and assisted living may be a good option. They do come with housekeepers, just part of the package, that they do come in and clean your house every day or do some sort of cleaning every day, maybe empty the garbages. So that may be an option. So there you have it. There's some housing options if you're in that situation where you're thinking of, I need to make some changes. So I hope you find this information helpful, and feel free to reach out. Any questions?